Hello everyone, disembodied pair of hands here. I am actually Don Lucio, the owner and doer of most things around the Epic Frame channel. And I was cleaning out my display just to make it less messy. And I decided to do a collection video thing. This is during shooting for Superior Spider-Man. It's currently the 26th of December 2022. This is um, how I place this video in time. I don't know when it's going to come out. Depends on when I have time to edit it. But I arranged my figures in categories based on categories. I don't know, and I'm just going to start to do the thing. I am going to start with the random figures that I couldn't really categorize. Basically background characters because they are uninteresting and I want to get over them. I have them here on the right in a big pile. I'm just going to pick them randomly. So here is a Spartan or Greek warrior of some kind of memorabilia from Greece, obviously. His name is Leonidas. I think he's popular or something, and it seems that he's falling apart. So let's let him die in peace. Here's a Spinosaurus, I want to say. A dinosaur with a spine, you know. And here is a cute little mouse with, how do you call this thing? It's like puffy and it's also like squishy. It's cute. I have really no idea how I got it. Then I have this cactus, and if I squeeze him, his eyes blow out. I also have no idea where this is from, but it has a +1. Then we have Victini without an arm and also without a tail, but he's cute and he can't really stand. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm right. We also have an elephant, which I used in Shantai Season 1, Episode 2. We also have armless Fred from Scooby-Doo. And he's quite played with, wow. I mean, it gives a pretty decent denim impression. Here is a... this is the Ben 10 custom I made earlier on the channel, but without the Omnitrix. I use this as a background character in some movies, and I think he might be the like adolescent version of Bruce Banner when I get around to that. This is a McDonald's or KFC statue of the Beast from the X-Men movies, and I just repainted it because I was bored, and I am really, if it would focus, really proud of the, yeah, fuck this camera, of the rock texture on his foot, rock, yeah. Now this is a transformer from a McDonald's thing, very dusty. I have no idea what his name is, because he's not Optimus and he's not Bumblebee, he's the third one, and I don't know who he is. And this is a statue of Ash Ketchum in a condition. I mean, at least he's got all his limbs, like a poor little Fred over here. And he's really neat. I might do a restoration on this guy at some point, because he's quite a cool figure. Then we have this Paw Patrol stamp thing. And yeah, he stamps. He doesn't stamp anymore. The ink's dried out. Nice. Here we have an armless minion, and he's looking very confused. I have also no idea where this is from. You know, sometimes things just stumble in my house and they stay there. I don't know how. Like this. What even is this? What's this guy's deal? We also have a fireman. and he's not in scale with anything I own. So I also have a Smurf. Yep, just a Smurf. I know this is from a Kinder Surprise egg. I also have an eraser mouse that I refuse to use because look at him, he's so cute. He's so cute. I also have a dog. Another one of these things. Look at how. Okay. We also have what's this guy's name? He's from Noddy. I loved that show as a kid, but I don't know his name in English. And we also have a fucked up unicorn. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to censor this. I'm getting closer to monetization. Oh no. And yeah, I also have this like, well, it used to work. Now it doesn't. It like goes. It doesn't go. I used it as a Roomba. Okay, next up is what I call the I don't know, the ones I'm yet to use. Basically, the figures which I have a plan for to appear in movies, but they haven't made their debuts, their first appearance yet. So let's start with Chuck McCluck. He is a chicken that goes like that, and he's going to be a wizard thing. You'll see. It will make sense. The same goes for Yoda. This is a repaint of a Clone Wars Yoda toy, which went like woo, and something lifts up. Maybe I'll find an image and I'll edit it into here, because I don't own the rest of it. Then we also have this. This used to be a number doctor, played by Matt Smith. Actually, it's not with an H, it's Matt Smith. But he has like a bad attempt at sunglasses. He's going to be Matt Murdock, because Daredevil is going to make his debut, because I love Daredevil and I cannot not have him in the Toyland universe, and this is one of my favorite customs. This actually might not show up, it depends. I'm still debating on the idea of him coming up. This is Spider Booble. He is from an alternate universe where Booble, Shantai, the one with the show, became a Spider-Man. Yeah, that's a thing that exists. I also have Ezio, and he's going to show up too. Just trust me, it's going to make sense. I'm going to make it make sense. And we also have Moon Knight, because I love Moon Knight, and Mr. Knight, because Moon Knight. Also, I mean, this is clearly a better custom than this one, but this is a placeholder until I can get a better Mr. Knight. I'm still going to try to find the Disney Plus one, because it's amazing. And now I'm on to the Toyland / Sentinels figures that are not actually part of Team Sentinels, except for Pipig and Hulk. Well, anyways, these are figures that appeared in both of those movies with actually important roles. So let's just get started. This is Tepig, and of course he's gotta have his son Pipig. Why is Pipig named Pipig? Inside joke. I don't know how it came about. It just happened. But yeah, I like that Tepig has a son, and that might be important in the future. We also have Anker Platz Mysterio, if it would focus. And of course, Anker Platt was the villain of the first movie in the entire franchise universe in Toyland. And then he escaped, became Mysterio, got caught again in the Guardians movie, and he's behind bars again. Remember, this is before the official release of Superior Spider-Man. Nothing. I don't want to spoil the movie. So yeah. Next up we have Guido, who suffered an injury after his last appearance. And he does two very important things. He loads up a truck and he finds Venom. But, you know, if he didn't, the movies wouldn't have happened, or would have been different. Speaking of Venom, here he is. Gigantic little fella. Gigantic little fella, that doesn't make sense. He's a figure that I made from scratch years before I even started working on Toyland. And as much as I love him, he's not the best. I mean, just look at that goofy head. I think he might be used for future figures in the future. That's in the future, at present, whatever. Also, an important part of the first movie was Tito, Bubo Shantai, actually, under that mask. He's from the same Star Wars figure set that I got Anchor Platt from, and I really don't remember his role in the movie. The Force Awakens, I think it was. I used to be a huge Star Wars nerd, but I don't know, I just kind of fell out of love. I didn't see the last one. And the only Star Wars thing I've seen since episode 8, is the Obi-Wan show, which I thought was purely okay. But anyways, here's Icebreaker. He's a Playmobil toy I got from a KFC Happy Meal. What's the KFC version of a Happy Meal? A sad snack, yeah. Anyways, and here is a tiny little Ben 10 toy that stumbled into my house and is now Bruce Banner, who can turn into Hulk. And now this is a Hulk. I think this is an early Hasbro Marvel Legends. I'm going to have to check. I cannot check, you know why? He had a foot broken and one okay, so I decided to restore it, which I did an okay job. But the foot that was missing was the one with the information, so this is just a Hulk. Okay, next up we have the Toyland Police Department side of the Toyland universe. Starting off with, of course, their leader and part of... Well, he's not really part of the Sentinels, is he? He doesn't really take part in the action, but he's their founder. So, yeah. As I think I said in my Phase 1 review, he's a Sergeant Siren figure from Jax. And I've repainted the shirt, yeah. I don't think that shows up yet. I think it only shows up in Superior Spider-Man. But I'm not going to spoil anything. Here's Minecraft Dog. A lot of dogs in the police force. Here's Dog from Dog movie. I don't know what this is from. This is a big dog. We also have a snail. I also don't know where this is from. I just have things in my house. I don't know where they're from. This is a snail with sunglasses and a siren. We also have a Meowth. I think his name is Meowth. He appeared in Pokemon vs. Bakugan, so you've already seen him. And he's mildly articulated, his hands can spin, and his tail is on a bendy wire. And you all know Squirtle. He's made plenty of appearances so far, and I do like him. And we also have this guy. I forgot his name. Him. Now we are on to the Iron Mans. I have 4 Iron Man armors. 2 of them you have seen. Firstly, this one, the only one used in action so far. The what is it called? Marvel Universe? Invincible Iron Man. And he's sweet. I just gave him a new paint job because his golden parts were a bit scuffed, and I also gave him a varnish, so he looks better now. But this is the one I use the most, unfortunately, because he's way out of scale, 3 3/4, and this is more of a 6-inch scale. This is my iteration of Silver Centurion. He's not appeared yet, and I don't know when he will, but he will, because I don't want to waste a figure that I spent time on. Same would go for this. I am still looking for names for this one. I don't know what to call it. It's got 3 big cannons, I mean 2, and a big art director. He's purple and silver. And then we got the Mark 48, I want to say. And this is a beautiful custom of mine. Look at me complimenting myself, but I really do like this. It's a bit big, I mean, even compared to a 6-inch figure, because he's, I think, 7 inches in scale, but he does the job. I would have started out with this one if I would have planned ahead, but I really didn't have any plans after Toyland. It just happened, and I'm glad it did. Then we have the Bat family, and also 2 females, which are not part of the Bat family, but I didn't really know where to put them because they are slightly related to Batman. I'm going to start off with our favorite member of the Bat family. Of course, it's Alfred, and he's falling apart. And yes, I used this suit body for a lot of people. This side can easily come off. It's loosely based on Jeremy Clarkson, who I used as the voice, but you know, with the receding hairline, because it can happen to the best of us. He did lose a bit of his clay on my table. Thank you, I just cleaned that. We also have Robin, Damian Wayne, and this is part of the DC, the new line of DC toys that isn't McFarlane, or it might be McFarlane, but it's in the 7-inch tall McFarlane. Whew. We also have Batman, and he's lost a bit of his ear, but this is quite a good custom of mine. Chest is a bit pumpy, a bit of buttocks there, but I do like this. Except I did make a better version, and I really want to use this for next movies because it's just better. I mean, no question. This is a better figure and a better design, even though I also like the first design. You tell me, which one do you prefer? But I do like this one a lot. We also have Daphne, who is here because she was the only one Batman did not arrest in the Guardians, and she's in black. And we also have a character which you didn't see yet, Harley Quinn, a custom figure made by me, and she's a bit too tall. Yeah, that sucks. Now we're on to the Shantai part of the Toyland universe, the Bubo Shantai, I mean, you know what I mean. And because he's almost falling off the table, we are going to start with Leon. He appeared in Shantai Season 2 as a secondary villain, and I gave him a jacket because he's going to make further appearances, as was teased at the end of Shantai Season 2. We also have Vector in his new Guardian suit, but this figure is going to get an improvement, even though it is very well articulated. I had to how do you call it? I had to spot heal that for the entire Guardians movie, and that as well, and it was annoying. So he's going to get a makeover. We also have a new figure for the main villain-ish of Season 1, Kangu. I really like this guy. Not very articulated, but I can always work on that. But I really do like this new design and this cape. We also have Jade, the Petrosapien, who is the girlfriend of Bo as of Shantai Season 2. We also have Patch, a penguin lighter that does not work. And yeah, he's the main antagonist, I would say, of Season 2. Really, you can really have a main antagonist, as the conflict is more interpersonal between trio, the trio based on Vector here in his cyborg form, and his figure is also falling apart. I hope he doesn't also stain my table. Between Vector, Sonic, the Hedgehog, Jack-specific figure, and Bulbo in his new form. I mean, hopefully this is the final body I will have to put Bulbo's head on. I do have to give him better arms because these are too long, and better legs because, well, because of that. I also have the all-important monkey that leads Bulbo to Kangu's temple. And this giant thing, look at it. Look at it. It's gigantic. And it's very well articulated. That was a poor financial decision that cost quite a lot of money. And I used it for, in total, half an episode. Next up, we are on to the newly inaugurated Spider-Man part of the Toyland universe, because Spidey's had one appearance at the end of the Sentinels, his first solo movie, and I'm now working on his second solo movie. But I do have quite a few figures of him because he's my favorite superhero, plain and simple. I'm going to start with one that you haven't seen yet, Mysterio, actual one, not Ankerplat. This is the 6-inch basic figure, so not a Marvel Legends, with a varnish and a new paint job. I love this effect, by the way. It works so well in animation. We also have a very poorly made MJ, but she does the job. I promise she does the job. And she actually doesn't look that bad, apart from the joints. But if you can excuse Toy Biz for that, you can excuse me for that as well. Also have the Vulture with a pretty well sculpted head sculpt, if I do say so myself. And very well sculpted also the jacket and painted. Look at me complimenting myself again. Also have the Lizard, who you've seen in Kraven's Last Hunt. Now, Kraven doesn't exist anymore. I don't have the Kraven figure. I've used it to make another figure. It's not ready yet, but it will be, and it's going to be good. We also have the Shocker, who you are going to see in Superior Spider-Man, and he's also a very, very good custom that I really like. The main antagonist of Superior Spider-Man, the Green Goblin, because I wouldn't call Otto Octavius the antagonist, since he's the protagonist. Anyways, Green Goblin. This is the Harry Osborn variant. Oh shit. Actually, no, wait. In the teaser, it shows that it's Harry. So yeah, this is the Harry Osborn version of the Green Goblin. I am going to get a separate one for Norman Osborn because he deserves it. And we have the two Spider-Man left. Superior, the Marvel Legends from 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Please focus. And also this, a kit bash of the SH Figuarts Far From Home upgraded suit with a blue paint and a spectacular Spider-Man head. And this is my favorite figure from my collection, by far. Articulation, sculpt, colors, everything. But I also like this one a lot. Just, I like the plastic more. Okay, that was my display table, but I've now moved to my actual desk. So there's my guitar amp, and this is a printer, because my Ben 10 figure collection is gigantic, and it would have been a lot of trips from the bed where I have them stacked up right now to the display table, but my desk is right next to my bed. So anyways, let's get started. This is Upgrade, an alien I really love. This original design is perfect. They didn't have to add the green here and lines in UIF and Omniverse, but it's a decision that I respect. We also have my scratch-made Wrath. I really love how the arms came out and the face and everything. I really do enjoy this figure. Although I am going to have to fix that Omnitrix symbol because it's not very clear. Let me do that. Okay, there you go, Omnitrix. Oh, looks like next up is the man himself, Ben 10. The Ultimate Alien variant with the Ultimatrix. But I've added a little details to make it clear that this is my version, not the Ultimate Alien version. There are some differences. Obviously, some aliens that are not even existent in the show or that he hadn't unlocked until Omniverse or stuff like that. Accelerate here, which is just a toy from Classic but with the belly and chest painted blue. I really enjoy this, although he can't really stand in most positions. Here's Ultimate Echo Echo, and I don't know when I'm going to use him, but I love the design, so I had to get a figure because I specified that this is an Ultimatrix on the figure, but in the movie it's an Omnitrix, the Omnitrix. It doesn't go Ultimate, so yeah, I don't know when his time to shine is going to be. I also have Armo Drillo, another cool alien that I used once or maybe twice, but only once was banned. I don't really remember. Now here's a bit of a spoiler, but if you're watching this then I guess it's a treat. Dr. Animal, he's going to appear in the sequel to Ben 10 Omnitech. Of course, he might not be the only main villain, or even a villain, or who knows. I'm not giving you more than that. I think he's part of the new Playmates, like the Ben 10 reboot line. Then we have my custom-made Proto Ratchet, which I'm glad this alien exists. I don't know if it's officially accepted as part of the lore, even though Ben 10 Omnitech is now sitting at 15,000 views, which is mind-boggling for me because, I mean, I don't know. I just didn't expect it to get that big. Even though it was during the time where Ben 10 started to pick up again thanks to the Ink Tanks breakdowns. So yeah, I guess I was lucky. Here's Terraspin. He is the base figure. I did nothing to this guy. We also have Trujaro, this time without the helmet, because the helmet I think I tossed into my accessories bag. But yeah, David Hall himself, I also have plans for him, even though he is dead, but he isn't dead because, he disappeared. You will see. We also have Gwen, and she is a pain in the ass. She will not stand. Do you see how she has to bend over to stand? That didn't sound right, sorry. How she has to... Yeah. Gwen got the shortest straw when it came to figures in Ben 10. We also have Kevin, and he is a bit loose, but he stands, that's a plus, and he is well articulated. And that sculpt is great. I also have, as I said, aliens that he did not unlock until Omniverse. Walkatrout. Little fish guy. Yeah, I felt the need to make a Walkatrout. Don't you dare judge me. And of course, we couldn't not have the man, the myth, the legend, Uncle Ben. The single most badass person in the universe. In the multiverse, even, I would say. This man can beat Thanos blindfolded. And now, this is one of my favorite customs in the Ben 10 toys that I have. Frankenstrike. If you follow my Instagram, you've seen this guy already, but Frankenstrike. Look at the way I managed to paint him. Wow, I am so proud of this one. I should probably stop making myself compliments. So you know how I made the Walcott route? There was leftover clay, and I also made Bob the Blob. He's so tiny I can't even show into the camera, but yeah, Bob the Blob, Bob blah 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 blah. And I've also made Echo because the actual Alien Force Echo figure is big, so I had to make this one, and proportionately with Ben, it's good, and with with Ultimate Echo, it's good. So yeah, good figure. There's also Chroma Stone. I also didn't do anything to this one. And on forearms, I only touched up the paint here and there where it was bad. Okay, next up. Apparently the figure I have the most figures of, the character I have the most figures of, even though he's nowhere near my favorite alien, Ghost Freak. Ghost Freak. This is the classic version, and I'm only painted the dial green so that it fits with the rest. And he's a decent figure. He cannot stand unless he's crawling, which can make for a good visual. I also have my own version of Ghost Freak, which looks like this. It looks creepy. I would run from this at night or in daylight. But I'm proud of the head sculpt. But I also have the scare, the fall, the scare here, and he is articulated. And he looks interesting, to say the least. I don't know why I have so many figures of the actinoid species. Coincidence, I guess. We also have Grey Matter, who you've seen in Omnitech, diddling around in the air vents in the White House. That's a thing. I also have Jet Ray, and he's... I picked this up at the flea market, and his legs are not in the best shape, and he's also missing his tail. I might have to do a rescue job on this guy. I also have Blitzwolfer, or Ben Wolf. Both names are okay with me. What's not okay is Ben Victor. Like, is he Ben or is he Victor? So I call him Frankenstrike. I had to remake his tail because it was missing. And another favorite custom of mine from the Ben 10 line, Heat Blast. Now this was originally in the original series classic classic paint scheme, but that looked a bit flat. So I decided to make him burn, and I really enjoy the texture I gave to the lava fire parts, but also the way these bricks look scorched. Yeah, awesome. I'm really proud of this guy and Frankenstrike. Then we also have Ribjaws. He's also bent because I can't even show it to you. Or I can, yeah, it's broken there. I tried to glue it, but it's worked. And he also was missing a jaw, which, it's kind of an important thing with Ribjaws. And wow, he's really tight. But yeah, cool figure. One of my favorite aliens, very underrated. Then we have a giant-sized Upchuck. Upchuck is like this, would be like this if it was in scale. Just look at him compared to Ben. Yeah. But funnily enough, this was also the size for the official figure. This is a knockoff, as you can tell by the hole in the chest, which was for a light-up feature, which got glued in place or stuck or something. But yeah, I think it's a cool repaint. Then we also have another repaint, Wildvine, which I've made more tree-like. I've changed the light green for brown, and he looks more like a tree now. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but I do enjoy this. We also have Diamond Head, you've seen, and he's a personal favorite of mine. I gave him a quick varnish on the diamond part, so look how shiny he is now. Wow! Why did I make that noise? And now you might laugh if you're as immature as I am. Oh. Amogus. Yeah. Amogus. What else can I say? Down to the last 4 figures of my Ben 10 collection and my collection as a whole so far. And there are 3 characters. Cannonbolt in ball form, because this is helpful so that I don't have to try to CGI it or something. It's literally a ball of aluminum covered in white masking tape, and I've painted this. We also have actual Cannonbolt. These were translucent and I painted them. Easy. We also have Spider Monkey, and he's shiny because I gave him a varnish to protect the paint, which I've had to... this thing was almost green, right here, the neck part, so I had to repaint it. So he's a different shade of blue. And Humongousaur. This is the reboot version, which looked a bit friendly, so I decided to make it less friendly. And if you look closer, I don't know if you can notice. No, the camera doesn't really pick it up, maybe from afar, but I made the little yellow to green fade in the Omnitrix. I'm really fascinated by the brown that I managed to get, and also the rock texture, rock bone solid thing, textured thing on the shoulders. But yeah, this has been my collection as of 26th of December 2022, before the release of Superior Spider-Man. I hope you enjoy this. I hope this gets me views. I hope this makes me as popular as Quentin Tarantino. I will see you guys next time. I don't know where that will be. Goodbye.